Hi guys, it's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo here, and I am here with your energy update for the week of December 24th to December 1st. Happy birthday, Saggies. If you are a Sagittarius, I'm wishing you a beautiful, amazing, happy birthday, and comment below, I am a Sag. So happy birthday to you guys. So when I begin to divine and pull the cards and just go into thought, I asked, what is it the collective need to hear right now? What is it that the collective need to hear right now? And what are we going through as a collective, and what do we need to watch out for? And so I want you to comment below if this is resonating with you. All right. And again, comment below if this is resonating with you. Now, what I'm going to do is make sure I turn my, okay, good. Do not disturb is turned off, and let's dive in. All right. So the first deck that I'm using is the Rider-Waite, and I wanted to use this because I want to really dig into the energies that the collective is going through. And so with the overall energy, it may seem like things are tough right now, or we got our back against the wall, or we just really some are having a hard time with the retrogrades, especially Mercury. And again, you have to pay attention to the placements that are in your chart, and also your sun, moon, and rising. But this is saying, as the overall energy, we are going to come out on top. Not only that, but instead of helping and serving and supporting others, we're now going to get that support. And you see how those 9 of Cups are there? It's like, I know my worth. It's like I've put in the time, right? I put in the dirt time, like as my teacher Marza would say, I put in the dirt time. And now I'm ready for my rewards. And not one cup is turned over. 9 talks about ending. So all that confusion, all that heaviness, all the ups and downs that we've been going through as a collective throughout this 2025 year. Again, we are almost at the end, right? That serpent year definitely burned some edges and snatched some wigs, right? So here it's telling us and reminding us, like, hey, our time is coming. The fruits of our labor, how hard we've worked, the sacrifices we made, we will be rewarded, okay? Now, the first card that wanted to show itself, start from the back. Look at this. So we are all going through that death and rebirth, right? And it doesn't mean literal death. It's just death and rebirth. And it's like, what does a snake do, right? Shed the old skin, and there's the new skin. And so this was the theme for 2025. And we have the horse year coming up, and that's all about action, okay? So this is huge. Here's death, rebirth, but also we just finished up with Scorpio season, the seen and the unseen. Everybody's visions, and you comment below if this was you, visions and dreams were through the roof. We also have, listen, I'll get it done, the 7 of Wands. I will get it done. I'm standing on business. I've been working on my healing. I'm planting my seeds, and I'm ready for my abundance. Look at that. And I'm determined, and I'm not letting anything get in my way. We also have the Knight of Swords. Look at this. This is fast action movement. But we always have to remember, you always want to divine before you decide, and you want to think about things before you just take off. But with the Knight of Swords here, the Knight of Swords, it's saying, I know what's going down. I know what I need to do. I'm very confident in what I need to do. We also have the 3 of Swords. And here you are, well, actually 4, because there's one to the side. And here you are in prayer. Here you are in adoration. Here you are connecting with your spirit guides, your ancestors, your team. You're asking for that extra help. You understand? And again, the ancestors are so important to connect with now as we're going through these energy shifts and changes. Now we're going to dive into the Lightworker Oracle, and this is what I've been telling everyone. You have to get grounded. You have to get grounded. And there's the element of earth there. You have to get grounded. But not only get grounded, but we're saying plant those seeds. Look at what she's doing. Also, too, it's time for our ancestors to be paid a visit. So visit their resting places. Give libation. This is so huge. This is important. This is beautiful. Now, the first card that wanted to show itself, we have reassurance of the golden light, knowing that everything is going to be okay. Reassurance of the golden light. You being illuminated. Your abilities being illuminated. Your mind being illuminated. Your soul being illuminated. And you're connecting to your star ancestry, your star lineage. We also have seventh ray of ritual, and this is order and ceremony, okay? Order and ceremony, all right? With order and ceremony, that's exactly what we have to do. That's exactly what we have to do. Number 44, and you may have been seeing this too as a synchronistic number, but with order and ceremony, it's like, do you have everything in order? Are you aligned? And are you giving your adorations or showing your adorations or expressing your adorations to your spirit guides? We also have trust in the plan. Trust in the plan. Okay, number 13. Sometimes you may not need to know everything all at once. Trust the process. Every night, all of us need to be meditating, connecting to source energy, having those dream journals by our bedside, and communicating. Get the answer from there. Going forward until 2026, you should not just be making decisions. You want to divine on it. You want to, meditate on it. You want to ask for source spirit's support in your decisions and ask them to remove the ego, so your discernment is powerful. So you know that what information you're getting is for your good. We have fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. And see, all of this is dealing with that crown chakra, with that source energy. You see it, intellectual knowledge. A lot of you, definitely who are old souls, you have that knowledge from eons. And now your soul is re-remembering, right? Did we do the overall energy? Yep, we did the overall energy. But look under here, we got spiritual decree. We have spiritual decree under the overall energy. What do you decree? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? Now, we're going to dive into the past life cards. And look, this is what some of us are fearing. We have phobias. And it's that little feeling, you get in your chest. And, when you get ready to dive into your life purpose or follow your spiritual calling or going through awakening, you get those re-remembrance of phobias where it's like, okay, I have to overcome this to be able to get through and complete my purpose. Now, look at this. You're going to be amazed. We have vows. So it's like in the past life, like I committed. I said I would do. And then in this life, it's like my time is running out. Time is running out. How many of you felt like that? Like, okay, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I have to be somebody. I know I have a higher calling on my life. And with vows, it's like you gave your word. You stood on it. And then here, this is where you're completing those vows. So also when you feel like you're indebted to someone, where it's like in connections, for example, I don't know why I can't shake this person loose. I don't know why I keep being drawn back to this person. There's a vow there. There's a past life relationship there where it's like no matter what they do, you're loyal. And that's where that comes from. All right. The next one we have is ships. Okay. We have ships here. And when we talk about this, this is where you could have been, you know, working on a boat. You could have been, you know, in the Navy. You could have just had marine life. All right. And it's like in this lifetime, you may even be afraid of water because of that. So check into those parts when you start to feel uneasy around certain things. We also have galactic. And here we are with the star family coming through. I mean, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, it was on 11/11. Remember, I told you I connected with the Ashtar, the Confederation of Light. And this is our soul family. And so at night, I want you guys to implement calling in your star lineage, your star ancestors. And last night, I talked about how to find your star seed placements in your chart. And so this is huge. It's like your star lineage, your star family is helping you at this time. And you also were a part of them in your previous life. We also have, this is my boo, the high priest or high priestess. Now this is huge because when your soul begins to remember, you're going to see, for example, images and clips of like you being in Egypt, you being in Greece, you running through the pyramids, you walking in the sand. Also, what your room even looked like. And so when you got this high priest or priestess, they were giving special assignments. They were given extra special abilities to assist the gods and goddesses. The high priests and priestesses were held in high regard. And so this is reminding you that, you know, in a past life, you were definitely a person of importance. You were a high priest or a priestess. And their abilities are out of this world, just like an oracle. This is beautiful. We're going to dive into the Isis Oracle. And for the overall energy, we get the wings of Isis. The wings of Isis, right? And here it's saying uniting with the angelic self. And so some of you may not know, you can have a past life as an angel. You can be a part of the cherub realm, the seraphim realm, just like you could be a part of Isis or Cleopatra or Sekhmet. Again, that soul travels on, and a lot of you who definitely are tuned into the channel, you have an old soul. And it's saying uniting with the angelic self, your pure self. Okay. This is the overall energy. Remember that your theme, you're uniting with the angelic self. And then we have healing the divine masculine, Osiris rising. All right, healing the divine masculine, Osiris rising. And if you don't know about Osiris' story, look it up, read about it, and read about how Isis played a huge part in that role, that their husband and wife. But it's like now you're going to start noticing the healing of the divine masculine for those of you who are in divine counterpart connections. They're starting to heal. They're starting to awaken. They're starting to realize they're being called to something higher. And they're starting to realize everything that you've been communicating to them, they finally are getting it, okay? The next card is Mother of Life. Look at that, Mother of Life. And it says nourishment, okay? Nourishment of the golden grain mother. Nourishment of the golden grain mother. One thing's important, and I think it will be important for everyone, is to start understanding and reading about the Egyptian Neteru, because they all played a role. They all had specific jobs. They all had stories, and it definitely will help in your day-to-day life today. Look at this, Pillar of Light. Now we get into the Oracle. Now this could be Hathor, this could be Heru, but let's check into this one. This is descendant of the Star of Isis. Descendant of the Star of Isis. So they're reminding us that we are descendants. We are the stars of Isis. And I have this incantation book where you can say incantations from her depending on what situation you're dealing with in life. And it's a beautiful book, very A lot of energy rolls through that book when you begin to work with it. You feel it. But this is like getting to know who your guides are. And if you don't know, you can just book a reading with me and I'll guide you through it. But here, this is saying we are the descendants of the Star of Isis. This is also talking about Syrian star seeds too. So check your charts to see if you are a Syrian star seed. We also have Goddess of 10,000 names. Goddess of 10,000 names. Okay? Look at that. And it says, Isis, endless emanations of the priestess. Meaning she comes in different forms. Goddess of 10,000 names. She comes in different forms. And it's okay if you feel called and these cards are really like moving through your energetic field. Call upon the Mother Isis. Everyone should also have a lapis lazuli stone. Okay? Now, we're going to get into our Divine Masters. The overall energy, we have Guru Ram Das. Guru Ram Das. And it says, harmony surrounds you, expect miracles. Harmony surrounds you, expect miracles. Okay? Now, the first part that wanted to show itself, we have Paul the Venetian. Look at that, gifted one. So I'm asking Spirit, like who do we need to call on at this time? What is happening with us collectively, energetically? And look at the cards that's coming out. Okay? Now, it says, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Don't dim your light. I don't care who is around. We also have Lady Nada, okay? Expanded heart. So a lot of us have been working on our heart chakras and we've been feeling different energies moving through our heart chakras. This is openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. So it always goes back to the heart, okay? We also have Ma'at. Ma'at. Divine intervention. That rejection was for your protection. So weigh up your options. Choose the highest good. Right now, nobody needs to be doing nothing malicious or working with malevolent beings, any of that mess, because it's like, weigh up your options. You do this now, are you ready to deal with the consequences later? Right now, everyone should be moving with a pure heart, pure mind, pure soul, and watch all those blessings come back to you, okay? We also have Dual Call, and this is your divine mission. Divine mission, okay? And it says, enlightened action, make choices from the heart. Enlightened action, make choices from the heart. Now, this is your collective reading. Comment below if this resonated with you, if you have any questions or concerns. If you feel called to book a healing session with me or reading, check out my website. That information will be below in the description box. I am sending you guys so much love and light. Mwah. Take care.